number 2 pick is no other than Avengers Infinity War. I know this was my very first pick in my last set of top 10 films, but you know, again, to see Thanos kill the whole universe or half of the universe was fucking amazing. Like, I was just blown away. I mean, this was the very first time when we saw the Avengers lose. And in most movies, it's normally, no pun intended, a Disney ending where, you know, some way, shape, or form, they win the battle. And in this, we literally saw them lose. And the cool thing about this movie is that the way the movie ends, it ends in a way where there's so much uncertainty. Like, you don't know what's going to happen to these future characters. You don't know, if, who's alive, who's dead. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how the Avengers are going to recover from this, because we literally see Thanos wipe out the half of the universe. And I think that there's something to be said about, watching that movie where the Avengers literally did everything that they could to stop him, and they lose. And in the process of that, half of the Avengers die. So like, all of the new Avengers die, like, Black Panther, Spider-Man, majority of the Guardians of the Galaxy. We saw, Doctor Strange die. We saw his whole crew die. It was just such a phenomenal storytelling movie. I still believe to this day that the Avengers Infinity War is the best comic book movie of all time, because that movie, there isn't a movie that I can think of where you have literally Earth's mightiest heroes, Earth's favorite heroes of this whole juncture lose. Like, they lose. They're dead. They're gone. And to see that, for me was like gut-wrenching. And I remember when I went to go see it the second time, my stomach was like still in knots, because I was just like, what the fuck? I posted this meme, I don't know if I can ever find it, but I posted this meme where, there's this meme of Thor sitting at the theater. He's like, this is me going into Avengers Infinity War before seeing the movie. And then there's on the second half of that meme, there's Thor with a very surprised looking face, and the caption says, this is me after watching Avengers Infinity War. I mean, that was the very first team-up movie where I cried, because I was just like, oh shit. And one of the key elements in that movie that I really enjoyed is that when Thanos does do the snap, Peter is looking at Tony. He's like, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. I don't want to go. And he looks at him and he says, I'm sorry. That broke me. That broke me right there, because I was just like, wow. Like, I was in tears, because I was just like, wow. Like, there's something about that movie that just rocked my soul, and it was such a good interpretation of Earth's mightiest heroes. So my number 2 pick would have to be no other than Avengers Infinity War.